Welcome to Subconsciously Taken, fool.
Hello, how you doing? I hope y'all doing good, and I hope y'all family's doing as well. Uh, a lot of times, I think we keep ourselves from moving forward, and I think that we get the mentality that our parents are going to be there forever, and we all know that's not true. And and I think we need to teach our kids when they're real young how to earn something. Teach them a trade or something. I mean, dads should be teaching their kids woodwork or something, hunting, something that they're going to benefit in life, and to keep them growing in that. So, a lot of times, I think that we let go by letting technology take care of our kids. It shouldn't be that way. Your kids need to learn when they're young, growing up, on what it's like to earn something and the rewards that come with the earning. You know, because if you teach your kids when they're young, they can focus on what they want in life or who they want to be or what they want to do in life. And I think fathers, as far as the boys, I'm saying, and girls, because I know they can get into woodwork too, is do little small projects. You know, spend one day out of the week with your kids, if not every day. You know, teach them how to use a router. Teach them how to use a projector to draw things on wood. You know, and it's easy. It's not that hard. I mean, you can always YouTube it, or you can find other information on that. But I think if you teach your kids to build something, like I've said it in other videos, and the dad is there with them, showing them how to use power tools, making things, the feeling inside that kid gets as they're growing up, and you're teaching them little by little different things in life, and show them that life's not easy. It never will be. I mean, you got to work at everything. You know, there's no easy pass. The easy pass will get you in trouble, put it that way, if not dead. And the reason why I say that, because usually when we go the wrong route, we're taking chances and not paying attention to the consequences. And that is something that when we're growing up, we should learn. What are consequences? Well, you know, if you don't do your chores at home, you're going to get punished. You know, that doesn't mean to beat the kid, but you find some kind of punishment. You know, take something away that they love to do for a day or two, until they start to pay attention to what they're doing. The same thing with going to school, getting good grades. Knowledge is very important for you to make it in life. You know, especially if you follow the numbers, because the numbers tells you everything in life. That's something that you need to know. You want to be sure that you're getting paid right and stuff. You know, and when you do something, when you work at something, take pride in it. That's what we lost. People don't take pride no more in whatever they're doing. And really, you need to take pride in your work and get the good feeling inside, but also know that there will be people that would criticize you for what you're doing. You can't let that slow you down, because that in the long run, at the end, it's going to be your life, not theirs. You need to think about that. Put your mind and focus on what you want to do or who you want to be when you grow up. I mean, everybody wants to be either rich, help others, or something. But it takes knowledge to do those things, you know. And if you don't want to be like someone working for somebody else, then think about what you love to do. And if you can build something unique, because everybody's mind is different, like I've said in videos, everybody's mind works different. The mind is a powerful tool to a human being. It all depends on how you program it, you know. And I mean, there's so many things that you can learn, but do what you love. Whatever you love inside the heart, work on that. Because the more you do something that you love, you'll always have a passion for it. You know, it's hard working for somebody and you don't really like the job, you know. And especially if you don't want nobody telling you anything later on, build your own company. Something that parents need to, it goes back down to the parents. Because the parents are the ones that are raising the children up. And as you raise them, what are you teaching them? You know, how to get on a computer, play games all day, buy them a phone when they're too young for a phone. You know, and then you use the excuse, well, I do it for security reasons in case it happens. Teach them how to use the phone, but don't buy them one. You know, I mean, there's a certain age to where they got to have responsibility. A lot of times that's what we don't teach our kids is responsibility. You know, and you got to start them off when they're very young. Because that way, like I said, young kids is like a sponge. They soak everything up. And they'll soak up bad habits too, real quick. And that's the things you got to teach them. Bad habits will get you in trouble. Show them some stuff. Maybe you know somebody in the family that's done wrong and see how their life is going and explain to them why. You know, and that's what we don't do. We don't teach our kids. We use technology as babysitters. And they need to use their mind. Like I said on another video, you know, read a book with them and tell them what did you get out of it, to see y'all can make a connection. You tell them what you got out of it, they tell you what and that's a good connection. I said that in that other video. But still, we need to teach our kids when they're young, you know, that life is not easy. If you want something, you got to work for it, you know. This about, I'm going to give my kid everything so they won't have to, you know, work at it for themselves. They don't have to work too hard. Well, right there, you're making a mistake. In reality, if you think about it, you're making a mistake because you're not teaching them how to earn something. Because when you earn something, you learn to respect other people's stuff. You know that it takes work for them to get what they have, like it's going to take you work to get what you want. You know, and you might think that life is easy, and it's not easy. You know, and you can't tell me, oh, well, I'm a single parent, I'm a single father, I can't do that. And you can if you wanted to. What are you going to say, that the free time that you do have is for you to go out and party and stuff like that? Is that really important? I mean, you do spend time with your kids, but what kind of time do you spend with your kids? You know, and that's the thing right there is, what are you feeding your kids as far as knowledge? Are you teaching them how to respect themselves? How to work for something if they want it? You know, you need to watch out too who comes around your kids. You know, kids are like a sponge. A lot of times you could have somebody in the family that's a bad influence on your kids. You know, and just because either they're related doesn't give them a pass to teach your kids the wrong things. It could be a friend of one somebody in the family that does wrong all the time. I mean, those are the kind of people you need to keep away from your house. You know, and that's something that, you know, it's going to be up to you, because you're raising your kids. But teach them what is wisdom. Teach them knowledge so they can do wisdom. Knowledge, every mind is different. Every mind is different. Everybody thinks of something different and they see things different. It's like they say, something that's invented, you could always improve it. Or should I say, something that's man-made can be different and can probably even do more things than what it's doing now. And your kid might know how to work at it to make it easier. Maybe something's complicated. He makes it easier. You know, I mean, give them puzzles. Puzzles are good. I'm not talking about puzzles that are board puzzles. I'm talking about puzzles that you got to take apart. Then you got to put it back together. Start at levels 1 and work your way up to where you get the most complicated thing to do. You'll be surprised. The same like a Rubik's Cube, you know. Try to work at it. Don't cheat at it and take it apart and put it the way it is. That's not the way to do it. You know, and that's another thing you need to teach your kids. Shortcuts are not good. Shortcuts will get you in trouble. You know, I mean, there's so many things that kids should learn, but parents aren't teaching them. And all I'm saying is that we all want our kids to live a good life, you know, and to work for what they have, you know. Because something about when you work for what you have, you take good care of it. Because you knew what it costed you as far as the sacrifices you had to do to get it. And I think a lot of times parents, you know, don't teach their kids. And that's why a lot of times they're out in the street doing the wrong thing. You know, you lose control of them. That's why you need to start them off when they're small. You know, once they're there in their teens, you can do it, but it's going to be hard. It's going to be real hard. Talk to your kids. Let them know what you're going through. Let them know the sacrifices you got to do. You know, and I mean, you need to talk to them through the heart. You got to get a connection. And like I said, reading books together and knowing how each other thinks is a good connection. It's a strong connection. And if they build something, it's good energy. Teach them that positive energy is good. Like I said, if they build something, they build it the first time. It might not look too good, but they're thinking. They're thinking on how to make it better. And the better they get at it, they're gonna be like, no, it ain't good enough. I gotta do better. But the energy inside, it's a positive energy. You know, and that's what we need to teach our kids. I mean, really. Well, I know I ranted off a lot, but maybe it wasn't that much. I don't know. It's like minutes go fast and then minutes go slow. I don't know. But anyway, I just thought I'd talk about that, and I hope somebody got something out of this video. If you like, subscribe, You know, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. It's up to you. You know, but anyway, like I always say, we all create our own hell by the choices we make in life. Really think about that, because we need to have good kids so they can have a good life and they know what it is to work at what they have. God bless you. God loves you. Peace out.
Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. It's all up to you. Bye-bye and God bless.